Hi guys, it's me Chloe and I'm back with another video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the different learning difficulties, the definition of a learning disability, and giving obviously help or treatment ideas to someone who you may know or if you yourself may have a learning difficulty. So let's get into the video. Boom. I don't know why I did that. But learning disabilities are due to a genetic and or neurobiological factors that alter the brain functioning in a manner which affects one or more cognitive processes related to how someone learns. These processing problems can interfere with learning basic skills such as reading, writing, and or maths. Knowing how to understand maths. They can also interfere with higher level skills such as organisation, time planning, abstract reasoning, and long or short term memory and attention. So that's the definition. Sorry if my hand's in the way, I'm scrolling and you're leaning on the laptop that I'm resting on because it's the best way to hold the phone up without slipping. So there's I'm now going to name 5 different types of learning difficulties, and then after that I'm going to name how to help someone or help yourself of how to help deal with someone or yourself with a learning disability. So I knew 2 out of these 5, nearly 2 out of these 5. So I knew about the first one, which is dyscalculia, which is a learning disability that affects a person's ability to understand numbers and learn maths facts. Because I don't physically know someone who has dyscalculia, but I know someone who is questioning thinking that they are, so yeah. Then the second one, this is new to me, dysgraphia, which is a disability that affects someone's handwriting ability and motor skills. So it could affect the person's handwriting. It's not neat, not readable, and as such, which I struggled, and so did my brother. We both had to have handwriting practice, so maybe that was a sign. But and some people still can't always read my writing, even though when I write now, with pen, I print, so it's easier to read than joining up, and I write quite big as well. But yeah, but not about me giving advice. 3, dyslexia. Most people know about this learning difficulty that obviously affects someone's reading and how when they try to read something, the letters it feels like the letters are floating around the page and etc. The next 2 I have no idea about this. 4, non-verbal learning disability. So people who have this have trouble interpreting non-verbal cues, so they're not good with facial expressions or body language, or just have really poor coordination. And that sort of is like me. I just don't know. I am a bit I'm sort of good at it, but not good at it. So that could be me. But then I don't. But then that could just be because of my autism as well. So I don't know. That's another video. 5, oral/written language disorder and specific reading comprehension deficit disorder. So this disability can affect someone's understanding of what they read or spoken language. So the ability to express with oral language can be impacted because they struggle with this. So that's the different types that I've named. I'm sure there's probably many more, but I think them on the main, based off the research that I did, that's what came up. Now I've got 5 tips of how to help either yourself or someone you know with a learning disability. 1. Provide clear, straightforward instructions, and by doing this, preferably give the instructions in a picture format, because if the person's more of a visual learner, a picture or a diagram of something showing them the instructions they might process it better, because I know my brother's like that. Or you could try color coding something, highlighting, underlining products or tasks, so then to help them check that they've understood it and help them process things better. 2. Avoid giving multiple instructions, because then overload can just make the person stressed. 3. Use a workplace job coach to support learning from day 1 of the new job. So if the person is in work, that can apply to. Or just if someone's at school, having someone to support them at school. 4. Establish links with specialist support agencies or partners. So to get more help, reach out, do your research, reach out for companies or your family, and etc. And last but not least, 5. Be sensitive to any issues with change in communication as soon as possible. This one I can relate to so much, because it is a known thing that autistic people do not do well with change. And obviously autism, and some people would say autism is classed as like learning difficulty, etc. It all depends on who you ask, who believes what they believe. But yeah, I totally get that, because if the person's got a routine and then something has to change, it's not good at all. But yeah, that's just that. And yeah, so that is all for today's video on my interpretation. My words today. Interpretation of my research of learning difficulties. I hope this video helps you get a better understanding. And yeah, that's it. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. I've been Chloe. Bye.